Hello, everyone, and welcome to SpeedGaming 2. We've got another Ocarina of Time Randomizer SpeedGaming Live 2022 online tournament here. Semifinals, Game 1 between MrMario and Exodus. I'm Star, with me on comm state is Milkweed. How are you doing?
Heyo, doing good, Star. How are you all doing, chat? Which I have forgotten to bring up. I should probably do that, huh?
That might be of help, yes.
Might be helpful. Imagine reading chat. Are we in 2 or 3? 2? But yeah, I'm excited. 2 great runners today.
Yep. 2 long-time OOT runners, both fantastic. Mario, of course, an absolute veteran since some of the Randomizer's earliest days. Exodus, a bingo veteran who's turned out to be very, very good at the Rando too. Exodus, of course, was first seed out of the qualifiers, having put up a very impressive set of finishes. Mario himself is no slouch, coming in as the 5th seed.
Yeah, and I know they were slinging some just general shade at each other earlier. We've got some Gen Z versus Boomer action as far as how when these two joined the community, it sounds like.
Yep. Oh. Also, we're off, or Exodus is off. I think Mario had some technical issues, or at least he called FPA immediately upon the race starting. He'll be starting at like a minute in or something like that. He had some kind of non-explained tech issues, but he'll be back shortly. And in the meantime, we're about to get going. And in the meantime, Talon's check-ins here for Exodus, because their child spawn was in Talon's house. That is a terrible return on investment.
But you know what? It wasn't our money. we just stole Talon's money, gave it back to him. Yep. Net positive, right?
Technically not wrong. Alright, Mario's going now as well. About a minute or so behind, so if they finish a minute apart, if Exodus finishes less than a minute apart ahead of Mario, we're doing a great time. In the meantime, though, Exodus picking up, I think that was Minuet off Malin there?
Yep. Which I love, because it means easy access to a couple of songs, nice movement, and no logical forest access shenanigans. Yep. I say, until it becomes a way of the hero location.
And then we'll be in for fun. Mario figuring out the chickens.
Ooh, slingshot. Exodus not entirely sure he wanted to grab that.
Yep, but decides maybe I should. You're barely 2 minutes in. You don't know. That might be your only child ranged weapon for a while. Who knows about the Woods target? It's especially considering they started with Requiem, which Exodus is not playing. You might as well keep your child spirit.
Yeah, exactly. Starting with Requiem, you see that ranged weapon and you go, maybe I should do that.
Just maybe. It's too early to just say nobody nope like first thought might be. Alright, let's see. Song at the Colossus is for Exodus here. Sarios. So, both available equally, pretty much Sphere 0. Thanks. I think, what is that on the Archwood Ruby?
Might have been a Deku Shield, but...
no! Hyrule Castle is way of the hero. That's a fun hint.
That is a hint, for sure. And Exodus not dipping into Spirit here.
Okay, despite picking up the slingshot. Sure enough, I guess, as we get Serenade off Saria. Lots of warp songs early. SFM is way of the hero, not for Serenade.
Yep.
And let's see, Mario's off to the classes. We'll see if he chooses to go to Child Spirit.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Exodus would make kind of that bold of a play
Yeah, so
that
myself
early
as
in.
Frogs 2 is dead, not surprised. And Hyrule Castle is still waiting here. Thanks. In these settings, that can only be for the, is that a big chest in right hand? But in these settings, that Hyrule Castle waiting here can only be for the Hyrule Castle Fairy Fountain. They at least won't be forgetting that this time, because that's easily forgettable. There's the other Frogs 2 hit. Okay, repeats galore. And, well, we'll see where Zeal and Bombs are. No Child Spirit for Mario either. Huh. Maybe they want to wait on explosives or something to be able to climb Child Spirit.
Yeah, could be. It's early enough yet that maybe you just don't want to waste that time, even though it's available.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's progression yet, but I'm always suspicious when you get the tools for Child Spirit early. That and access to River. I'm always like, get those beans!
Yeah, beans can be important. Alright, that's Mario basically just following Exodus here. There was some technical issues on Mario's end. Not clear what, but he just actually started the scene about a minute and 5 seconds behind Exodus. So they're actually pretty much even, with Mario maybe even a smidge ahead, considering.
Yep.
Well, that's just an actual difference between them starting, not a result of desynced streams. We'll leave it as is. And if it comes down to it, we'll do a retime weird.
Yeah.
Also not sure what caused the tech issues, just that it was an issue. Alright, Decadence. HBA is dead and escaped.
Ooh. Interesting. Okay.
Scale's always an interesting one. Isn't useful for much, but if you need it, it can be fun.
Yeah. It just, we don't have a super good layout indication what our songs might be, what our dungeon rewards are.
Big Pose is a bomb back. Okay,
alright, so
game.
give us a horse and a bow, please. Sounds good.
Yeah, that might be nice. Two very interesting item hints. There are locations at the Deku Tree there where they're really hoping that it's not their first bomb bag on Big Pose.
Yeah, and I mean,
a bow and a bottler early, which is not guaranteed in the slightest.
Yeah, and we don't know necessarily that they will need the horse. Both of these runners can definitely get the big Poe spawn. It's just all RNG, which it's a race. You don't want to really leave that up to chance if you don't have to.
No, and I think Mario also knows a bow-less Big Pose, which is even sillier. The opponent-less pose is just RNG. Bow-less Big Pose is straight up silly. For those who haven't seen it before, to do Big Pose without a bow, sorry. There's two strats. One is using bomb chews on it. I've never seen this one before myself, but I know it was used in old speedruns from years ago. And the other is to basically use a Pono to run the Poe over. And hope it doesn't, Yes, I think it was Mario who tried that in his last race, correct? Unfortunately did not succeed. Spend a good 3 or 4 minutes on it. It is pretty tricky.
There is a big chest here in Deku Tree. I'm waiting for Stone of Agony.
And bomb shoes.
Alright, choose. Yep.
Especially knowing where one of our bomb bags is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mara, Big Pose was like that, or Go to Fire or something like that in last phase for Mario. There was something silly going on there. I've semi-forgotten. I don't think you're in the basement. It's looking like so far Deku mostly a bust besides the bomb shoes. We don't have to choose that was either. I don't think we've seen a menu yet.
No, I don't think we have. Exodus setting up B1 here. Then nice.
Choose
But yeah. I'm curious if they might be a little more aggressive to get a 1-game advantage going into game 2, because this is a best of 3 round, right?
Yep. These two are both very, very good players, so they might be hoping to do some more unusual things to hopefully get a leg up on the other. Because neither of them. Because if they both route the same way, it's going to be hard to tell who would win, because they're both very, very good. And in fact, we can tell because they're basically tied right now, considering the difference in time starts.
Yep. Mario trying a slightly different B1 setup there and just missing it.
And then goes for the more typical B1 strat after that. And that is...
Slingshot locked, slingshot, let's go!
Thanks, game!
That's
Very
so
nice
good.
slingshot on Goma.
That's hilarious.
And of course, it's the light medallion. Thanks!
Oh, useless. Let's hope that it was at least a 10-pack of chews. The odds are in their favor on that, but given how everything else in this area has been so far, it's gonna be the 5-pack.
Probably.
Deku Tree could even be hinted foolish.
It could be, yeah.
Because that is a hard slingshot.
If the third slingshot's also slingshot locked, and the then yeah, because the bomb shoes are not in logic, so they can be in a foolish area.
Yeah.
Speaking of slingshots, we have a heart piece on the woods target.
Yep.
Mario
that's trash.
It is such a silly spot for a slingshot.
I mean, it's kind of nice. Slingshots early are great, because Boomerang is bad. Having a slingshot to kill skulls with, so much better.
Alright, here's the menu for Mario, and it's just
that is not my fault.
Thanks, game!
Enjoy your 5 chews.
On a different note, Exodus just got a hookshot off the Ocarina memory game. That's a far better fight than the 5-pack of chews.
Yep, that's much better.
And as much as it sucks, you really do have to use Chew here on the Wolfos Grotto for Mario. SFM's way of the hero. It's obviously not Serenade.
Yep.
And just a small chest has Skull Kid's nothing too.
Now we get
shoutouts to our current song set. It is Warp Songs galore, no sign of the child songs besides Saria's. Not great.
I know, and that's just like the dread of the other song that you're getting in Sacred Forest Meadow, honestly, because it's gonna kind of tell us what we have in store for us. I would not be surprised to find Epona.
Neither would I, to be honest. Could be Epona's, could be, well, any of the child songs really at the moment. We're missing Bolero and Nocturne too. Oh, Letter on the Lost Woods Bomb Grotto. Scrub Grotto. That's very bomb locked for the moment, but also a very good find.
Yep.
Yeah, so the adult SFM song is Way of the Hero. They'll be able to get it immediately after going adult because Minuet was free off Malin, but that's not the best of things. Simultaneous Lost Woods Bomb Grotto's here, giving us King Zora's a fish bottle. Thanks.
Oh, bottle locked bottle.
Yep.
Yeah, so what's the worst song? I feel like the worst song would be It's Way of the Hero for Bolero to get Epona off of Bolero Sonic Check.
That's possible. We currently have exactly 0 methods of blowing up Link the Goron.
Yep, exactly.
We currently have basically nothing, period, really. We've got a letter, we've got a hookshot, we've got 2 slingshots, and we've got a 5-pack of
This is
shoes.
so bad.
Our standing items are terrible right now. Zex is a safe
Yeah.
step in his choose, that makes sense.
Yeah, and honestly, with no access to river or domain right now, I wouldn't blame either runner for coming back
Note
for
that
that
Mario
letter.
Note that because they've routed differently through Lost Woods, Mario cannot save scum his choose because he does not want to ditch that hookshot. And that difference in shoe counts could make a difference later. Exodus is back at the full 5. He can get his letter back later as we find that Jabu and Water are our other 2 stones. Those suck.
That's bad. I'm mad.
Those actually are not great.
Yeah. Bolero for ZL.
Oh, that could be fun. We do know that the Hyrule Castle Fairy Fountain is Wave the Hero for something. We don't know where any of our other explosives are. But ZL is going to turn up at some point, especially with water being a stone.
Oh.
I am really
Mario?
wondering what this medallion layout is.
Okay.
Okay.
Deku, Fire.
Spirit, Shadow, Forest, DC.
Okay. Interesting. I think Mario is looking for... Well, shoes are in big chests, so I guess I'm not entirely sure what Mario is hoping to find here.
Not sure either. Song of Storms off menu is where the hero, right?
And alright, Exodus gonna dip into fire here. There's not a lot you can do without Song of Time, a Strength, or a bow.
Yeah, not really.
This might just be for, well,
first 2 checks.
Forest
is required.
It is required, so yeah. And there is a key here. Doesn't do much for us, but you get some skulls, you get going.
Yeah. And yeah, Mario was grinding up some money for the Lost Woods Bridge Scrub because that guy charges $40 and scanning for it today. Nothing of particularly memorable on him, but it is a bit unfortunate for him. It's a bit unfortunate for Mario's writing. He's down to 2 chews coming out of Child Lost Woods, whereas Exodus at the full 5, and 2 counts matter. We've seen that matter in other races this tournament. Where particularly, I forget who, but one runner was not able to climb Child Spirit due to a lack of chews at the time, and ended up quadruple dipping Spirit because of that and some other shenanigans.
Yep.
Did not end up losing the race due to it, mostly because his opponent forgot the Colossus Fairy.
Oh, yeah.
This was Volk versus Cariosa in round 1, now that I think about it. That hurt. Do not recommend quadruple dipping Spirit Temple. There's a boss key for Exodus, so small key and boss key in the first 2 checks of Forest, and that was a bust. Checking his songs here. And having a think, I guess, about where he's off to next. Their warp songs, unfortunately, do not include Nocturne right now, which they would really like to get around a bit easier. So I guess it's Prelude, and then check the save quit here.
Yep.
Both of them, actually, simultaneous save quits.
Thank you, runners, for giving us the same information at the same time.
And track your eating inputs, apparently, again. What a surprise.
Classic.
That is
remember when I was just talking about Bolero? We don't need it, folks.
Nope. Simultaneous ZL pickups,
Yeah.
alright.
Yep. Well, I had one part of the equation correct, that was Lullaby.
Yeah, I think that's a loopy or something on the volcano. Nothing important,
Yes.
at least. Yeah, simultaneous and restream technically about 1 minute and 5 seconds apart.
Bloopy in the wall.
Yep. Now, does Mario go for the grotto here? Because he does not have the explosives. Does not have the explosives that Exodus does. Looks like he will, which, fair enough. He can just save scum it and get CL back with the save, but it's not too bad. Temple of Time is foolish. Okay, that's a good hint.
I mean... Oh, so that song has to be our trash item.
Or Serenade. Yeah, it has to be the trash item, so... Good to know, because they already have Serenade when you start with Prelude.
Yeah, yep. So because we have a forced start prelude, one of the song checks is an item instead, and it's nothing today. So I am curious. Oh no, that's so bad!
It's a bow on the DMT ferry, and Zora's River is Way of the Hero.
So Mario seems to be save scumming what just happened. Needs a chew for that castle. Hyrule Castle Fairy Way of the Hero, which is accessible.
Yeah. You are correct, Shadow. That is a bomb-locked bow.
Mm-hmm. Which means...
Yeah, Mario's gonna get the, Mario's gonna get back ZL in the bow, probably, and save scum the chew he used for the, Temple of Time hint, basically. Was that 20 or 30 dead on DMT storms?
Dead, I'm sorry.
I know one of them is dead, but I don't know which. Where's Hammer? Haven't the slightest idea, Drew.
What?
T-Wall's a big chest. And that's,
Ew.
Lags.
No. Hate it.
Ew.
Drew, why are you asking us about Hammer 20 minutes in? Alright, Exodus probably gonna do Adult Cack in Graveyard, pick up another song in Graveyard, and I would think go Child and do Castle Fairy and Bottom of the Well. Oh, yes. Yeah, Epona, or Big Pose is either not our first bomb bag, or there is a bottle somewhere out there.
Yeah, hey, light arrows on a man on roof.
Yep.
Pierre is a small key, alright. They're hoping to not need to figure that out. That's a wallet.
Yay, wallet.
But yeah. The bow on DMT Fairy is locked behind either hammer or bombs to blow open that wall. Both are available for that fairy fountain, which doesn't apply to all of them, unfortunately. Bow or a hammer for that, as you get Nocturne from the windmill. But bombs or hammer for that, and we know that there is a another bomb. There is a bomb bag on Big Post, but that is bow locked and also bottle locked. With Widow's Letter being in the Lostwood Scrub Grotto, also bomb or hammer locked. And King Zora's got a bottle, but that is very bottle locked. Ooh, that's more choose. The 20-pack too.
Yeah, that is a really nice pickup for Exodus versus Mario, who seems to be going River. Which, understandable, River is Way of the Hero, you have a Song of Storms Way of the Hero, it makes sense to do this, but it does eat up that one chew that Mario has remaining.
And that's not ideal for him. Reeded Grotto's more nothing for Exodus.
Sure, Drew. Mario can empty the bottle and get the bomb bag off of Big Pose.
Yeah, still has to go back Child again. Burning Cactus Song of Time, alright. Probably won't need that until we do.
I was gonna say, that's the worst.
Yeah. Alright, what is that in Lower River? Nothing much.
Double defense? Heart container?
I'm not sure what that
Some-
was, I'll be honest with you.
Some heart? Water boss key in the river chest.
It's possible.
Yep.
Would be pretty mean, but it certainly is possible.
That's disgusting, yeah.
Frogs
Greg!
1 is not way of the hero.
Mario beating the frogs up for some cash.
Yeah, gonna be playing the Zora diving minigame in a bit, and there's a bonus song off the composer fave.
Yep,
So
yep.
Setsong and Bolero are between Ice Cavern and what is the song check? I'm forgetting. I don't think that worked for Mario, unfortunately. I think he's gonna go. Not sure if he salvaged the check or if he has to go back for it.
OOT, AD.
Ocarina of Time is gonna be between Suns and Bolero.
Oh, it's Din's!
For Fight Water Medallion Shadow?
Song of Time increases.
Yeah, and it could be for Spirit Key Logic, but Spirit's also the fire medallion, so that's equally concerning.
Yep.
I don't think those options are good.
Oh, strap in, folks. I feel like this is AD.
This is starting to smell a bit.
Yeah, this is definitely... And Mario is not going after that Din's yet, which makes sense because I am guessing he knows the glitchless jump. It's easier to come back and do it as an adult on your way to ice or whatever.
You also can just do it from above here. This is when that Dins is for the frozen ice-ocean forest. Segue, that would be distinctly hilarious. Though that would require some really stupid bomb bag and hammer placements, considering we know where one of our bows is.
Gertie is dead.
I think that was the... there's another bow. That's Sphere Zero.
Okay,
I mean... that way of the hero.
That could be our way of the hero for that bomb bag.
Yep. And River is way of the hero. Gee, thanks!
Okay, I'm expecting a third copy of that.
So am I. It would be funny if that third copy was Upper River. Because I feel like that's what the seed wants to do right now.
And yes, that is our logical bow. For certain.
Confirmed our logical bow,
and does kind of...
silly spot.
Yep. Leans a bit into that bomb bag. Oh no! Mario! Mario!
I
wonder...
I'm not sure what the point of that was. He does have ZL, so he doesn't need to get the thing, at least. I'm just...
But there is, there's an item up here.
Yeah. Poses a bomb bag, King Zora's a bottle, Pierre's a small key, and... Domain checks
Domain is dead! No! Mario!
Yep.
And Mario ended up not buying beans? Is that true?
No, I think he ended up getting some.
Okay, just collected some money along the way.
Yeah, Temple of Time hints almost all repeats. Gee, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
mostly repeats in an unfortunate domain hint for Mario, who's going to lose another couple minutes here on that.
Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, you're probably talking a minute and a half, but it all adds up in the end, and I kind of wonder if Mario might be having controller issues. I think I read something about that in the race time room, and some of the execution today has not been quite as sharp as I'm accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, it was strength 1 on the... Here's the others, the domain hint. Domain!
Hey, that's nice, though!
It is nice. Exodus,
that's great.
on the other hand, got strength 1 off the child shooting gallery, which is good.
Yep.
Yeah, Mario might be having... He did mention something about his control in the race room, and he does seem to be a little bit less on top of it than he usually is. Exodus is going to do Night Market before getting his the Fairy Fountain here, it looks like. Yes, we got a river hint in river segue.
Is Exodus not doing Castle Fairy?
I think he'll do so after.
Oh,
he wants
Exodus wants Dompe time.
Yeah, he wants Dompe time, and the fairy takes a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can play Prelude out of the fairy, but it's extra time. That could be Drew. Maybe Mario is what does Mario play on for multi-world?
Well, not VC, which is what he's playing
Yeah,
on for
exactly.
this,
Not VC.
And
so
yeah,
you might be right, Drew.
He just forgot to get to switch controllers between VC and emulator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mario's gonna get his bomb back now.
Aw, dang.
Well, once he gets the 40% chance of a big post spawning.
Mm-hmm.
It might take him a few tries.
Yep.
Pompeii was nothing today. And we're gonna see the well from Exodus, which makes a lot of sense. Has explosives, has ZL, has Storms Wave a hero. DMT Storms is useless. I don't think we've seen Kokiri Storms, but this is a good play.
Yeah, so Storms has not paid out anything so far.
Nope. Because we know it wasn't Frogs 1 from Mario, and Exodus did DMT Storms. It's so with these settings, it's either the well or Kokiri Storms, since Frogs 2 is useless.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And yeah, Mario here, living big pose behind for now. Doesn't want to miss the CAC. He'll also get opponents here to make big pose a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Very easy. Ooh, big chest.
You could always just clear DC to make it big CAC again. That's true, yeah, after getting the bomb bag. And there's lights for Mario. And the BGS, alright.
We like that.
Not Wave the Hero, but nice to have.
Yeah, it's definitely not Way of the Hero, but I like it. I like this peak, too. Big chest and a small chest.
And nice errors!
Meme of the well.
Apparently.
Oh. 3 key locked big chest.
Yeah, I'm still wondering where on earth our logic is for explosives at the moment, because we have a logical bow, we don't have a logical bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Because KZ certainly isn't it, and Letter isn't it either, because Letter is presently bomb locked on Lostwood Scrub Grotto.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Epona's is ZL locked, which that doesn't really matter here, though. And Epona and a bow lock one of our scales that we know of.
Yep.
But that bow is accessible as an adult. Epona is in logic. Exodus thinking about that free shield.
And besides, no. But yeah, no. Drew, the issue is that the Big Po bottle bomb bag is not in logic. They can kill the Big Po in logic, they just can't actually pick it up in logic without a bottle. Because, yeah, again, bombs, where are those things? Or a hammer, where are those things? Because KZ is 100% not our first bottle, so guaranteed. Letter is in a Scrub Grotto in Lost Woods, Drew, which is why that's not in logic.
Imagine that our first bottle is in Bottom of the Well.
That's what the Way of the Hero is for.
And it's Way of the Hero bottle.
Did we see
But at
any
this
bomb
point,
lock keys for Exodus? I haven't been counting.
I don't think so. But there was a small chest that Exodus did not look at, as far as I know.
The
There's a small
pile
chest.
of
Oh,
rubble was, yeah,
but this could be our bottle.
Yeah, which answer is a
Oh
magic meter.
no.
That's an item. Did we mention Denzel's in Way of the Hero River?
We did. We also mentioned that Shadow and Spirit are two of the medallions required for
Song of Time on
Song of
Burning
Time.
Yes. Okay, so that's key number 2 there for Exodus while we're keeping track.
Yep.
Okay, so there's at least 2 keys not bomb lock. I don't know about the third. That's another big chest. Don't. Oh no, Exodus.
Exodus,
That was
yeah.
Icera's.
That was Icera's.
Yeah, me getting lost. Ignore that. There's opponents for Mario. Yeah, I'm not sure if Exodus just walked past the third small key or if it's bomb locked, because that would be interesting for this particular.
Ooh.
For these 3 key lock checks.
What about? Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss here.
That's a Mario bit. That's a long shot. Okay, that is Way of the Hero behind Storms for sure.
Yep, most certainly. So, yeah, Exodus didn't peek the bomb lock check up top. So the last key is here, which I believe is in logic with strength if you have 3 keys. But since that is a key,
Yeah.
it's bomb locked. Yeah. So we do have a bomb locked key for that long shot. What about the Gerudo Fortress rooftop chest being our first bottle?
That's possible. It is in logic as just a regular old hook shot. And our first hook is in logic. That was on the Ocarina Memory game.
Yes.
Castle One Hint. Well is Way of the Hero. Gee! Thanks!
I hate when the game does this. We know it's Song of Storms.
Yes, we know it's Song of Storms, and we found the magic and long shot in there. It's not exactly typical. Alright, what's this Way of the Hero?
This game's bad. Bottle? Wath bottle?
If this is a bottle, I'm gonna be confused. Because this is bomb locked too, and hard bomb locked, no hammer skipping it. Boomerang! Well, that's an item.
Ooh.
And Exodus, I think, yeah. Did Exodus save scum his letter, or he just never checked that grotto? I don't remember.
I think Exodus save scummed it. But I don't know for sure. Never checked it?
Okay, because I would have expected him to play Minuet otherwise to go pick it up before serenading to places. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a minor feels bad.
Yep. And Mario getting that 20 pack of chews.
Yeah, feels bad there. Yeah.
Feels bad, but is about to get a bomb bag. I guess.
And
it's fine.
The Curious Foolish. Gee, thanks.
Right.
Thank you for confirming that, well, Storm's Way of the Hero for Way of the Hero well. And that, considering that Exodus has already checked DMT Storms, and we know Frog's one is useless. Great! Yeah. Lovely. Can we get some more helpful hints, game?
No. This game loves to be bad. Honestly. And I don't like it. Exodus gonna be going upriver though. Yeah. Finding that bow.
Psalm letter is the bigger sad here, because he's gonna have to come back. Like, Mario is gonna head back child. He's gonna go to the well. He'll find his stuff. He will also go get his boomerang, and then he'll be off to Jabu with that, because he did get his letter.
And turned it in. To get bombs. Mario Okay, going graveyard.
Dompe here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
but-
Mario forgot bowling. He'll
Yeah.
be back later.
Bowling and Castle Fairy. To not. Yeah, you have no health, Mario. Thank you.
Please quit. Yeah, please. Thank you for stopping the beeping there. Well, not beeping, but whatever that sound is. There's Dextins for Exodus.
Who has magic?
Yes. Mario will be getting his magic here in about a minute or two because he's off to the well. I need to step away from it as our runners do stuff we've already seen.
Okay. Wait, so we had magic and long shot in bottom of the well. Chat. Is that true? Oh yeah, dead hand. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a little more helpful than just, here's your storms, here's Way of the Hero, bottom of the well, which they definitely wouldn't have. Definitely would never have gone there with Way of the Hero storms. Alright, bow for Exodus. So, where does Exodus go from here? Maybe Lost Woods checks? Oh, alright. Back adult.
I'm back, and yep, back adult. It looks like for Exodus. Not the. Never mind. Forest honestly is probably the play here.
Yeah, I mean, it's full
required.
clearable.
He has, he has the stuff. Use the time to think about what to do next.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lady Draco will be fine. Where was the strength again?
Child shooting.
It was child shooting? Okay. Which Mr. Mario does not have good, Yeah, exactly, Drew. I'm like, Bottle can definitely be in Forest now.
Yes, it can. With a freely available bow, strength, and hookshot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or the hammer.
Yeah. And that's a point, actually, from K-Sinja in chat. Once Exodus finds a letter, or he's irons from Go, you're not wrong, actually.
Mm-hmm.
As funny as that sentence is, we've been so busy discussing Bomb's logic that we lost track of the overall Go situation, which, yeah, isn't much.
Yeah, and as far as we know, we don't actually, like, need bombs.
Nope.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess at that point, for Exodus, what makes a lot of sense is to rush the dungeons.
And
that
see
he can
what it
do.
looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have to worry about the water boss key, of course, but you have to. Well, we need irons to find that, or gold skill anyway, to figure out what's going on there.
Yep. Yep.
And we do have, we do know where one skill is. It's on HBA, which 1500, which is no issue for these guys. They have the
Yep.
they
accessible.
have or will have the stuff for it in case of Exodus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Diesler.
I was mixing it and pose up. Yeah. Yeah, Exodus here currently with a bit of a lead, really due to Mario and unfortunate shoe problems. I think, because Mario ended up quite a few resets, which take a while on VC, but extra resets, some extra hiking. On the other hand, Mario did get a letter from his Chew usage, which Exodus is currently missing, and hopefully Exodus gets here soon, but there is no guarantees on it.
Mm.
Kind of depends potentially a bit on what Exodus finds here in Forest. Because if
Yeah.
he finds nothing, he might walk out and find his letter from there, but if he finds stuff to go somewhere else, he might go do that instead.
Oh, is that a key? I thought that was nothing. Oh, yep.
Unfortunate Shoe Problems would be a great team name for Multiworld.
There you go, Diesler.
You're not wrong.
Yes, Drew. Mario did buy a shield.
Alright,
Which,
Prelude for Mario.
depending on when Exodus goes back through Lost Woods and finds that letter, I'm curious.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of...
kind of gonna be interesting to see how this goes. Mario doing Night Market now. He can pass some time of day in Castle, but it's gonna be tricky for him to get child shooting here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't actually have a bomb bag yet, I don't think. So he
Well, so that's so funny, Drew, because Exodus, had Exodus gone and done a Castle Fairy first, he would have a shield from bottom of the well.
Yeah, there was a shield in the well coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty much early middle of the night currently for Mario. That's 4 skulls for him. But he'll get his boomer and he'll be off to Jabu.
Yeah, I mean, Mario might also opt to go get that other hint in Castle just to pass more time. Because getting to Jabu still sucks. Haha, Drew. Please.
We're talking in-game.
Mm-hmm.
Drew being sardonic about real lifetime. Yes, Virgil. Bella's way of the hero, who'd have thunk? Here's the rank for Mario.
No, just going straight there.
Yep. No scale, so is going to take the owl and then hike from there. It's faster than other options.
Mm-hmm.
So far, mostly just keys, and more keys for Exodus and Forest. So there's going to be a load of items in the back because he already has the boss key.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think he has all 5 keys and the boss key. It's kind of silly at this point for Exodus. So, items galore in the back. Let's see if there's anything useful for Exodus.
I think we're gonna find hovers or mirror shield.
Those would be funny, because we honestly very well could have a double river wave the hero for Dins, which would make for some fun. And even the fact that we only have Bow as our other, it's only Dins or Bow in River for Way of the Hero, and we don't know where our third bow or hammer is for Logic, nor for that matter other bomb bags. Nothing's quite set in stone yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all we know is that there is a bomb or hammer locked bow, and bow locks a bomb bag.
Yep. Bow and a bomb locked bottle locks a bomb bag. Hey VXR, welcome into Spaghetti Bomb Logic, apparently. Spaghetti Bomb and Bow Logic's apparently the story of the seed currently. We know that Big Pose has a bomb bag. We have seen a bow on DMT Ferry, the other is in the Grotto here in Way of the Hero Zora's River, which also had Dins on the lower item. Set Dins is... Technically, actually, Bowlock, because Child doesn't have access otherwise without a scale, which is Bowlocked off HBA, or bombs, which are who the heck knows where. Yeah, there's a scale on HBA, there's bomb bag on Pose, there's a bow on DMT on DMT, fairy, and a bow on River Grotto. And our only available bottle at present for the Big Pose bomb bag is bomb or hammer locked on the Lost with Scrub Grotto, which Exodus here has not yet checked due to some unfortunate explosive situation early in the seed.
That unfortunate situation is that the Deku tree was very stingy and only gave us 5.
Yep, as well as a slingshot lock, slingshot on Google. That was funny. Alright, now Stealthos were being the Exodus, but he got it down eventually. And we're on it for Exodus, and
we have a wallet. We have a wallet. We don't need that, right?
Yeah.
We don't need that. Mario. Wait. Oh. So I totally thought that the tracker ate the input. I was like, Mario definitely picked up the bomb bag.
He forgot to turn in the Poe.
Didn't actually turn in the Poe, which is why Mario also didn't do Bomb Shoot Bowling, and needs a bottle for the fish. Zoomers in shambles.
Oh, hey, there's our third slingshot.
Gross. Which is not slingshot locked.
No, we've got our second wallet in the slingshot in Forest. Gee, thanks. That's helpful. In all seriousness, though, Mario. We do know where a second bottle is, but it's hard bottle locked in King Zora, so that's not of any use.
Yeah, honestly, Segway, if I were Mr. Mario, I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go chill in GTG for a bit and not go do Jabu right now.
It's tempting, and they actually might be going. He's gonna check Boulder of Destiny first. Fair enough.
Yep. God damn.
yeah, he's probably glad it's messed up. I'm sorry, Mario, if you want us back, but oh my goodness, you're Mario having a bit of a scatterbrain moment here.
Yeah, I feel like this is just getting to the definition of Mario would describe this as a bit of scuffed routing.
Yes.
Which it happens. It is hard to keep track of everything that you need to do.
Oh, absolutely. It just feels bad when you end up doing this. Especially on the semifinals high-stakes match here. But it's not the end of the world by any means. Still missing Iron, still missing Letter for Exodus, and we'll see if Exodus goes there after this. This is leaving Forest is the best chance for Exodus currently to route in his Letter. Otherwise, gonna be interesting to see when he gets back to it, because I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know when that is appealing, considering where their adult spawn is. I mean, you get dropped by the Deku tree when you finish Forest. So if you want to go do DC and Goron City like Mr. Mario is showing us here, you might not go through Lost Woods for that.
No.
Yeah, I agree with Drew. Mario wants to do DC and is hoping to find a strength along the way, which he very well could.
No, there's been absolutely no indications that that's the only strength available in this seed. I do think Mario might be having some controller problems. He is a little bit off his game in terms of input today in a way that's not typical for him, even aside from all brain farts. Speaking of that, unfortunately, falling off there.
Yeah.
And Kafiri is still foolish.
Still foolish.
outstanding hints today. Thanks, game.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the Deku Tree Foolish. I know that Slingshot makes it unlikely, but...
Well, actually, no, because the Slingshot could only be foolish if that Slingshot is both... If there are two Slingshot-locked Slingshots, and the first one is not Slingshot-locked. Because none of the River Bow, Hookshot, or Strength are bow locked or Slingshot locked in any fashion. Because Slingshot locked, nada essentially. You know, here's a silly thought. Speaking of Slingshots, remember we were discussing Child Spirit way back when? No.
Bottle in Child Spirit?
It would solve about most of our logic problems.
Yeah. I'm also wondering about, like, 10 Skulls.
Yeah, for sure, because we don't have any indication. We have not seen it yet. I think Mario's at like 5 or so. Exodus is probably something similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exodus was at 8, I think.
Okay, 5 for Mario now. I can't, so I'm a bit off. But yeah, 10 Skulls is a check that exists. 9 Skulls for Exodus, thanks, chat.
Okay. So, I would assume Mr. Mario finishes DC and then goes... Did he peek that other chest?
I assume so. Shitless Phantom Ganon is giving Exodus a little bit of trouble.
Classic.
And gets flattened.
Nice.
And that's more 2s for Mario! Alright. Now the seed's giving them explosives. Thanks. Really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And just a bloopy off Phantom Ganon. So, the Forest Temple gave us a wallet and our last slingshot. Not helpful. At all.
No, it was a Goron Tunic.
Wait, was it Goron Tunic goes in there? For some reason I thought it was wallet, but now I got Goron Tunic. Oops.
Yeah.
Goron Tunic and a slingshot. Not helpful.
Forest was technically bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it was dead in terms of items because we have A-walled already from the back of Cac for a tunic, and the slingshot. Yeah, no, they've had one since like 3 minutes into the seed.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like this boss music from Mario. That's a Zelda 2 Palace theme here.
And Exodus farming money.
Maybe finally gonna buy a shield? It's certainly not for the tunic.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned because, like I said, Exodus was dropped by Deku Tree and then save warped into Crater here.
Which is not his letter, essentially.
Which is not letter. In summary. Gonna find another bow.
Is that serious? Is that... sorry, what was that on Kindongo? I missed it.
I don't think it was anything. No.
Okay. Yeah, this is the other bow for Exodus.
And yeah, Chew strats against King Dodongo are so fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. Now that Mario has a surplus of Chews, he's showing it off.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Exodus, where are we going?
Nocturne. Gonna take a dip into Shadow, maybe? He does have Nocturne, Din's Magic, and Din's and Magic were in way of the hero locations. It's not the worst idea I've ever thought of, but nope, heading out. Composer Grave Chest first.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I see the Goron City maze here from Mario, which is new. Going to be a new hint and some new checks.
Just going for
Just
thanks. Thanks,
really
game.
need it. Oh, Mario might like the arrows, but he doesn't need it. Oh, Valley is dead and dead.
That's nice.
And Roars.
Alright,
Okay.
FW, that's nice.
And just a small chest there, okay.
Yep. Alright, Mario, where to? Where to?
Well, Link the Goron makes sense. Hopefully not blowing himself up. There, there we go.
Just recklessly using the choose now that, I mean, you've got Requiem and a wallet. You can go buy as many chews as you want.
Yeah, and that's a very convenient heart piece. He needed that. Being on half a heart there. Adult shooting for Exodus. And Metagoron here, hint for Mario. Gonna see what this hint is. More chew usage.
More chews.
Just frivolously using them as helpful. and 20 is dead. Thanks. Okay. I thought I might have read a 20 hint earlier, but I wasn't sure. Confirmed that we definitely did see that, though.
Yep.
Have one now. Alright, so that's all sometimes since that's most of our way of the here. We have all sometimes both single and dual. We're missing Big Goron for always hints. We're missing one way of the hero and one foolish, and Mario is in forest without a strength upgrade. Womp womp. It's understandable he doesn't want to go back child just yet, because Jabu's a hike and he would like to do some other things first. We know he's gonna get locked out of here.
Yep.
At least it's a fairly quick lockout, because it's a strength lock, and he will not end up... And it's fast to get back with Minuet. Still feels a bit bad.
Yep.
And Exodus, I think, is off to DC. You're not wrong, Drew. Mario kind of hoping to find a skill or something that pushes him to cheaty get the scale. Because, because Jabu is just a feels bad otherwise.
Yeah. So I don't think we've seen any of Lake yet from either runner.
Nope. No Lake whatsoever as we hit the 1 hour mark. Happy 1 hour, everyone.
Happy 1 hour.
Give both of our runners here a follow. Mario and Exodus, my Koga Milkweed, and our 2 trackers, Lady Draco and Mira. Also, big shoutouts to Mira as my co-admin for this tournament.
And thank you everyone for being here. Always a fun time.
Yep.
Semifinals.
Exactly. This is one of 2 sets of semifinal matches. The other is What the Hell's Happened versus Ecola is going to be a really good matchup too. Their matches have yet to be scheduled, but these 2 here, Mario and Nexus, will be playing Game 2 on Tuesday at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Presently, it looks like you and I will be on comms again together, which will be fun.
This channel only has like 5 Ocarina of Time randomizer comms, so if you want to hear someone else's voice or listen to your own voice, come join us.
Yep. Because we do have a lot going on in the community right now. We've got Ladder, we've got League, we've got RSL, we've got Multi-World, we've got Scrubs, we've got the, let's see, we've got the Francophone tournament. Yeah, there's a lot. As well as this. There's a whole bunch of things going on. Season 6 will be starting later towards the end of this year, most likely. Don't blame people for being busy, to be honest. That is Sculptula number 10 for Exodus.
Will that be our logic?
It might be. I mean, we've got an assortment of things like chickens, lake.
Oh yeah, chickens!
There's GTG's got a fair few things. Epona was early, after all. GTG's are available. Child Spirit's a thing. There's actually a whole bunch of spots available for the logic. It just might be a bit spaghetti logic, depending on which exact spot turns out to be our logical our explosives logic, because we haven't found it yet. We don't really care about it at this point, but I'm curious where the explosive logic went.
Yep.
And this is reverse to GTG.
Perfectly summarizing how the entire randomizer community feels about this. God, I hate this game, but I love it.
Mario reversing Wasteland here. Does he have Dins? It's not marked on the tracker, but he does physically have it. Okay, I was like, I hope he doesn't have to orphan Wasteland, because that would suck here. Vanilla bottle on chickens would actually make some sense in this setting, in this seed. Because we need to find either a bottle or a bomb bag, basically, or a hammer, really, to de-spaghettify the logic. And that's not it here on Mario's side. Just a blue pea from the Colossus Fairy.
Drew, be nice. The SGL tracker is a late 90s, early 2000s Mac. And you have to trick it into doing what you want. Any boomers in chat?
It does seem to be very, very hungry today. Has eaten several inputs and evidently missed lunch. Do you recognize the tune here in the Wasteland for Mario? I do not.
I actually don't listen to the music. I have it muted.
Fair enough, I suppose.
I find it really hard to hear my co-coms when I have the music on, no matter how loud, so... Drew, throwing shade.
King Dodon goes down for Exodus. Nothing's in the Wasteland. Quite a bit of banter going on there in chat. There's Exodus finishing DC, seeing the shield off King Dodongo, which he had just purchased a few minutes ago.
DC is usually pretty early for me whenever I'm playing, but I don't buy a shield until I am done with DC, because I feel like you're very likely to get a shield in there.
Nice reverse wasteland for Mario. He's gonna get his scale, see nothing on the fortress roof, and go free. Free the guards, get his scale, and probably take a look in GTG in that order. You know what would be a feels bad for Mario is if he finds a strength upgrade in here, as we find out 10 skulls is not our logic today.
Chickens!
Yeah, Mario has a pretty decent chance of finding logic here in GTG too. Both Hook, Epona's, and Abo are in logic. Ruta card.
Alright. Going into Lost Woods? Lost Woods?
Oh,
Exo?
Exodus,
Exo?
please?
No? That's not...
No, Link the Goron to the maze here. I hope he goes live. And he's running out of things to do. Because at some point it just becomes a really, really difficult check to get back to because you've got nothing else to do in the area.
Yep. Oh, June. No, still going up for the maze. Okay.
Yeah. Because we saw yesterday another runner who got very, very tripped up by a Lost Woods check as a child, and ended up just completely forgetting about it.
Yep. Bridge
Because
scrub.
it's one of those checks that's early and you normally do in the first few minutes of the seed, but if in the first half hour typically, and if you don't do it with everything else in the area, good luck remembering to get back to it ever. Yeah, Child Quarantine does exist, so he might get back there, but also maybe not. Because he might not want to go back Child until he has a letter for Jabu, as that's Nocturne. I don't know. And I guess at some point, like, does he have sufficient reason to get back there anytime soon? Shadow makes sense here for him with Dins and Magic. In Way of the Hero locations, it's also just a couple of quick checks.
Yeah.
Vanilla Hovers would be funny here.
Oh, Vanilla Hovers. Unless they pay out with irons, would be so bad for Exodus here, though.
They really would. Alright, GTG from Mario is a decent play, honestly. Decent chance he finds logic.
Yeah.
Eponus is in logic. Bow and Hook are in logic. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
BMOS, it can't be on the BMOS chest because this specifically is bomb locked, but yeah.
Yep. It might also give us some insight about that Song of Time.
It might, yeah, because and whether or not that might be something to consider for our Way of the Heroes. Because we do know that Song of Time is on Burning Cack. And the Din's and Way of the Hero River is a little suspicious, depending on what exactly is our bomb logic anyway. What is that?
A stick? A wallet?
Bombay? I can't even see what the item is there on the ledge.
Yeah, it was brown.
I actually can't tell. Anyone chat with better eyesight than us who can tell what that item was. Alright, that handstand for Exodus. And good for him, that's not Vanilla Hovers.
And alright, we're probably getting double GTG here.
I think so, yes. Mario is equipping for Roars. I think he might set it here and then bail a little bit, maybe go for Jabu with the skill he just got, which would work out really well, because he should hopefully get his strength with that and be in Water Temple Access Go mode.
Yep.
Hopefully. We don't actually know for sure. It is still a 1 in 10 chance that it's Song of Time locking the Water Temple boss key. And Mario can also finally do Bombshell Bowling, assuming he remembers that check. Because it's another one of those, if you don't do it early, good luck remembering it exists later, especially with the explosives the way they had it today.
Yep. And alright, Mario says, you know what? I got what I really came here for. Got a peek at the Song of Time locked stuff. So this should be good. I think Mario has time of day.
He's walking out. Yeah. I think he should have time of day because he finished DC recently. Yep, there we go. So he can get his strength, which will put him in beating Water Temple Go mode.
Yep. But we'll also get a look at Bombchu Bowling.
Yeah, because if he's doing child shooting, he should do bowling here as well. Lens game also exists as a check. It's not going to be our logic because the lens was on the DMT wall behind the explosives and the whole shenanigans there. But that is an additional check that could have irons or gold scale.
Yeah.
Whatever controller issues that Mario might be having, he does not have a severe case of NAM and gets his strength upgrade. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, Mario's still... I would say this evens everything out. Mario has the disadvantage of not having done Forest yet. That is a lot of time, but it does...
Oh my goodness, that's a pair of hover boots on bowling.
Okay, game.
Okay. I mean, he's still doing Forest and Jabu before Shadow. I'd be bonkers to not do that, but yeah, that's a check. That's an item.
Yeah, those are the
Wrong
wrong boots
boots.
game. Maybe irons will be the next item.
If both pairs of boots are on bowling, I'm gonna die laughing.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I don't know if I've ever seen both pairs of boots on bowling before, I'll
That'd
be
be so
honest.
funny. Maybe today is the day.
Nope,
Oh,
just a stick upgrade. It would have been
boo.
absolutely amazing though, to have both those with boots on bowling. I did
Yep.
once see both bows on HBA. That was hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Shoot the sun.
Oh yeah, that's a check that exists. Bow locked and bomb locked because long shots on the white like room with the bomb locked key.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, wait, is that more choose?
That might be more choose on the letter spot. I'm not sure.
Game. But yeah, Mario has a lot of like progression to do before getting sidetracked by Shadow, like you said. And it's possible that it may not even be sidetracked. But,
You know, it's possible, like, he could find irons or gold scale in Jabu and be set.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, because the Forest key layout gave you all the keys early, he could even 3-key Forest and save himself some time, a little bit of time. Funny thoughts I just had. Though it is still needs to kill all the pose. Exodus could get a scale. The biggest concern for Exodus is, how does he get to his letter, really? Because that's just a really out of the way check. He doesn't have any good reason to go back to right now.
I think, I don't remember if it was Drew or Diesler in chat mentioned Child Goron City, and I think that is the...
Best of...
Yeah. I think that's probably when Exodus goes back for those. But, I mean, he needs a bottle.
Yeah, Exodus, at least we know, can't get baited into Shadow too much yet, because he does not have a way to do bowling for his hover baits. There is that first thing.
Yep. Unless there is a, like, logically bomb-locked bomb bag in GTG here, because Mario didn't full clear it.
No, there could be a bottle in here that is logic for that bomb bag too. There's a GTG is a decent chunk of it is in logic for our explosives of some flavor or another. Yep, we had a hint for a scale in HBA a very long time ago in the Becky tree. Which is one of the reasons why I think Mario rushed GTG kind of early, is that he wanted that scale to get to Jabu faster, because he got tired of hiking up river.
Yeah, hiking up river already feels bad. Punk.
Hiking up river after you forgot to turn in your big toe just feels worse.
Yeah. I wanted to go do Jabu.
That's still such a feels bad too for Mario that he just straight up forgot about that big toe.
Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose once you get it, it's like, alright, I've done big pose.
Yeah, because if he had gotten it, he would have been able to do bowling and Jabu in that earlier child section. Gun adult. Well, I don't know if he would have gotten his strength off child shooting at that point. I think his time of day might have been a bit wonky.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say ultimately in hindsight, but it probably would have saved him some time to not do that.
Yeah. I am so curious what was on that ledge. If it was a stick or, like...
Yeah, what was
Tell
that?
me.
I have... Someone wants to dive and figure it out as... Ooh, big chest for
big
Mario.
chest? Irons?
That's another bow. Extremely bomb locked, I should add.
Yep. And as far as we know, bow locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard to know. It's always so obvious when it's a key. Like, keys are easy to identify.
Keys, rupees are generally fairly obvious.
Heart containers.
Mm-hmm. Heart pieces also.
Oh god. Okay, Exodus survives. Oh! Bottle? Bottle?
Nope! Second wallet. Gee,
Alright.
thanks.
Well, it's not a wallet on the ledge. In that room.
Yeah. Yeah, both seems to be Wave Hero and River, I'm fairly sure.
Virgil's right!
King Zora is a check that
With
exists.
that wallet!
But no, you still need a bottle though to hold the blue fire. You can buy blue fire, but they don't have a
It's
logical
still
bottle
bottle
to put
locked.
it
That's
in.
right. Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
We instantly were like, that's a bottle locked bottle. My
Yeah.
dumb ass just got excited for a second.
Yeah, that is, I won't say the brave part, but yeah, no, you actually legitimately need a bottle to put the blue
Yeah,
fire
you
in.
straight up just, it's bottle locked. It does not matter.
Yeah, there's also the fact that Casey was intended to be a bottle. But you do need a bottle for the blue fire to unfreeze King Zora to get the bottle, so
When
all
are
around
we
there.
when are we getting our blue fire arrows, devs? Merge it. Merge it.
It is on one of the dev branches. It might be a
I
couple
know,
of dev
it's
branches at
so
this point.
satisfying to watch. It's so good. Exodus with 1.5 hearts in a room that you void in.
Yeah, he is fine. It only takes one heart.
He'll be fine, but
Oh, is it on main dev now? Neat, the XR, thanks. Also, we have a spectacularly few keys right now. That's only key number 2 from the eye statue. And that's
where's our
kind
strength
of
two?
impressive. Because, yeah, most of our keys must be strength locked as they get...
Or Song of Time locked.
Yeah,
all of this
that's
could just be bait.
Yeah.
Oh,
It doesn't much matter because there's nothing in the center chest, but that's just funny that there's so few keys available with without Strength 2 or Song of Time.
Yeah. Exodus is not picking up that key. A little surprising.
Yeah, because we haven't seen... Because he didn't see all the chests in left side maze there, and we haven't seen the right side, or we haven't seen right side either. And he does not have many keys, period. I would have picked that up, because he's on 2.
Exactly.
Like, sure, center is dead, but...
key.
Okay, that's a key on right side.
Yeah, Drew.
GTG sucks, at least scale is 1/2 of water access, yep.
And this is a very, very bad GTG.
That GTG was a bust.
Yeah. That's... Oh no, Mario.
Yeah. So, Mario is not hurting for leaving the rest of GTG behind.
Yeah.
If he goes back, he might be in a bit of a pickle, but he's fine for now.
Yeah. Alright, Exodus, you gonna do lake? Do some lake and some field?
That would make sense. Here, we can get some more hints. I'm still wondering what our last wave of hero is.
It is
it
true.
Could be... Yeah. Rudo's letter Shannock is on the Lostwood Scrub Grotto. They both had some explosive concerns early, because their first explosives was the 5-pack out of Light Medallion Deku, also the really only important item in the place. And so Exodus did not end up doing letter. Mario did pick it up, had some other issues with Choose, but at least got the letter. And we're not sure what Exodus is going back for it, unfortunately. It's not a great place for him now. With all the things he's already done. He's cleared out Lost Woods besides that. He's cleared out Goron City. He's got a child Goron City, but he might not want to go back child until he gets his letter. Which, would not work.
Oh,
Where's the
yeah.
logic? It's not Valley, we got that hinted. It could be Open Grotto, it could be chickens.
Chickens.
We never actually saw Child Spirit, despite early discussion.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about Child Spirit because I feel like they should have done it.
Same here! Labyrinth is a thing, Child Fishing's a thing. Baronade is a bloopy.
Alright, so Jabu sort of I mean paying out in a dungeon reward that we need. Bottle? Bottle? Bloopy.
Nope, just a bloopy. We are actually starting to now run low on things for that for where our logical explosive for what our access to explosives is in logic.
There's boss key for Exodus.
Figured out. Oh jeez! Dang! Goron City, what is that for, actually, is a really good question.
That is a good question, because that is in Child Goron City, I'm pretty sure.
It is, because the only thing we've seen in there is Frore's Wind, and that's very much not Way of the Hero.
Dance Dad gonna pay out. And
Fire Arrows is a fun thing on Fountain Fairy.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, Child Spirit finally for Exodus at an hour 25.
And Mr. Mario's gonna go do Child Goron City now.
Well, makes sense. He just got the.
But
that's such a bad spot for Exodus, though, because again, where's the hell? When the heck he's getting a bottle?
Yeah,
like,
and if it is a bottle,
no reason to go Fountain until he finds that.
Yeah,
until he finds at least the bottle for Ice Cavern.
Yeah, if it is our bottle in Goron City, that means that copy has to be outside of Fountain.
Because you need to have an access to the hint that's not behind the item that's being hinted.
Yep. Goron Pot, it would have to be irons at this point, I think. Which... we'll something else. It could end up being our strength.
Big chest for Exodus! Is this the logic they should have gotten 2 minutes into the scene?
Bottle? Or bottle?
Remember how we discussed Child Spirit when he saw that slingshot?
I sure do remember.
Exodus might be having... They might both really facepalm on this big chest. If this is a bottle or another bomb bag.
In conniption. Just absolutely in shambles.
No small key, by the way, so that's interesting. We'll need strength 2 to get any further. And Arunia is a regular... don't tell me! Game!
This game is bad.
That's in logic, as is...
And it's more
Okay, game, okay.
Alright, the runners were right, we were wrong. Child Spirit, a bust. But we did finally find our logic. And Exodus... Yeah. Oh, this kind of looks like Exodus might be doing...
So, by the way, Bottle is Way of the Hero for a Big Poe bomb bag.
That's trash. That's so good.
Because the other bottles are King Zora, hinted, very bottle locked, and Riddle's Letter on the Lost with Scrub Grotto, which is extremely bomb locked.
Oh, this is so bad.
This is, my
Hot Rodder, please have something else.
Nope!
We have the hero bottle, and it's not for skulls!
It's a Way of the Hero bottle for Big Pose for a first bomb bag thing. Oh my goodness, because he had to get a... His opponents... You're a lot... You know that adult spawn is logically relevant, because,
yeah.
Eventually, I know.
Lullaby.
Yeah, actually, well, you could get the bow to blow like the ground. That's just such a silly spot. Jeez. Bottle Way of the Heroes are terrible? Yes, they are.
They sure are. And coincidentally, our Bolero and hovers also bomb locked.
Well, hey Tobias, yeah, perfect timing. Welcome into a bottle wave the hero seed where we're in for shenanigans.
Yeah, we are having a great time. The runners are not.
No, they are not.
Ooh, Lens minigame? Lens minigame, get your guesses in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go LR, LR, L.
But yeah, Darunia was available because ZL was in the crater. You had Hookshot from Lacarina memory, and either the child spawn, or either the adult spawn, or the bow off River Grotto, which is Way of the Hero confirmed at this point, to get to there. And Sariasan was just at Colossus with Requiem on, with starting Requiem, so. What a seed. Neat little strat there for Mario to peek to get the ISO chest from below.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so L, no, L, R, 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 L. Whoa. Shanik, let's go. GG, Shanik.
GG's. Just a purple rupee. Yeah, so Mr. Mario, question about interesting routing from Mario. He did big ponas for the. He got a pona. Did the big pose. He physically killed and picked up the big po and then forgot to turn it in before going child. Went all the way upriver, got all the way to King Zora, and then realized, oh, my only bottle has a big po in it. And had to go right back adult, where he did the first bit of forest, he did some cleanup, he did GTG, dipped GTG, got a scale, and then went back child, got his strength, and went back upriver to actually get a fish.
Yeah, so good.
Yep, remote crowd for Exodus. You might actually, he might find the other bottle. Wait, Goron City, we have the here in Open Grotto. It probably isn't here, nope. That's the other Welloth. Thanks. Much needed. That one confirmed for a long shot, possibly for magic. Pretty much a moot point either way. Yeah, Mario's. I think we think having some controller issues, so his execution's been a little wonky, but yeah, it's his routing that's been comedic, though it's actually big po brain fart aside. He's actually done the big thing is that he does have that letter is currently the big thing that Exodus does not have.
Yeah, Mario has a huge advantage at this point. Exodus is on the clock, still has forest completion on his side, but Mario's done all of Jabu, so it's about even as far as progression in this exact moment, I would say.
Especially because strength 2 on the Lost Woods and a bit Hyrule Field Scrub.
Interesting.
That's bad for Exodus. I think that'll
that's
his next thing to do.
Chickens? Chickens?
That's possible. We know at this point that can't be a vanilla bottle because otherwise our Goron City way to hero makes no sense, but
yeah.
That's a thing. But yeah, the R issue for Exodus is that he's done basically everything else in the area of anything remotely resembling Lost Woods, SFM, and even Goron City, really, at this point.
Yep.
Like, even if he wants to go Fire Temple, his adult spawn's better for that.
Yep.
No need to minuet for that access. Like, Exodus just does not have any reason to go anywhere near the Lost Woods Scrub Grotto right now, which is a problem.
Yeah.
And he probably assumes he did it in his early child, and just save scummed it. He did save scum some other things, including the Lost Woods Bomb Grotto. He just never did the Scrub Grotto, which is the issue.
Yeah, and that's my concern.
Mario had his own problems, to be fair, with Child Lost with Goron City. He ended up routing in a way that he couldn't save scum most of his chews, as a good heart piece from Manju. So Mario was down to 2 chews in early adult, which resulted in some unfortunate things involving his own routing with assorted checks. Particularly some shenanigans involving the DMT bow.
Where are you going,
Mario
Exo?
lost time there too, but it's less time than Exodus is losing to
Oh,
lost with Scrub Rado. Is he going there now?
doing the thing?
Please?
This is like the perfect time for Exodus to find this and this to be like a really good race. By the end of these 2 dungeons.
Because he can, in fact, go straight to River from here.
Yep.
This would be very good for him, as long as he remembers, because he's going for Goron City, I think it's his general route here.
Yeah.
And hopefully picking up that, well, if he should pick up the letter here. If he doesn't, he's in trouble.
Okay, yep. Grabbing money is definitely going to get this scrub now.
Alright, phew. Thank you. Kind of late, but it's still, within time here still. Yeah. So at this point, they're pretty... Mario's still going to be a little bit ahead in finishing Forest, but he might go back to GTG, which would be good for Exodus.
Yeah, it's whatever the next play ends up being. Mario has Shadow, which might be a little more compelling with the magic and the Din's way of the hero.
It could be a... I mean, at this point, they've each got access to one unrecorded dungeon, the other doesn't.
Yep.
Which is Adult Spirit versus Shadow Temple, and that could be the game maker right there, is if one of them has it and the other doesn't. Yep. Or, for that matter, if one has Gold Skill and the other has Irons down.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because there's some possibilities out there still.
Yeah, exactly. Shannick, Exodus is going to find that bottle here, see the hint, and be like, are you serious? Because I assume he knows the chew setup for the pot.
He does.
A little swag from Mario there.
Yep. Alright, here's the way to hero bottle for Exodus. He doesn't know it's way to hero. He'll get that when he goes to Jabu. And probably get a bit of a big ol' eye roll at it.
Yep. Kind of nice, though, having an empty bottle when you're going into Jabu. Wait.
Playing Prelude, thinking about it. Where are you going, X? And then... Okay, Serenade, there we go.
Yeah. Let's wait, he can grab a fish on the way up.
Yep. Nice green po fight for Mario.
I need to step away for a minute. I'll be right back.
No worries. Yeah, we've got a race on our hands here. Exodus finally getting his Rudo's letter. Mario is almost done with Forest, and then where's Irons, where's Gold Scale, and do we need Song of Time? Because if we need Song of Time, we're in for fun. That's on Burning Cack. And behind Fire, Spirit, and Shadow. No sign of the hammer. Mario has no strength too, and Exodus has no hover boots. It would be a collection of interesting, if that's what this ends up coming down to. We'll have to find out. Drew, it is very possible that Exodus and Mario, in going Adult Spirit and Shadow respectively as their 2 main next density plays to do, they could very well each find a different Water Temple access, which would be pretty interesting. We have no hints for Water Temple, so we have no clue where this boss key is. They're really hoping it's not Song of Time locked, because Burning Cack would probably had a good hour to decide. But we'll see. Yeah, Exodus could clean up Child some more. He's cleaned up most of Child at this point, but we'll have to see. Mario is now at 10 skulls, so he can turn that in for what I think was a bloopy. Yeah, Exodus cannot get his hover boots off bowling. He does not have the bomb bag from Big Pose. He has enough explosives, he doesn't need to worry too much about it for now. Until he does. Welcome back, Mel. Nothing much has happened, as you can imagine, considering they're both doing things they've already done.
Yep.
I'm just wondering where Mario goes after this. Does he go... His main options, I think, from here are GTG or Shadow Temple. We know GTG's a snooze, and he... Especially because he doesn't have strength to get what I think is mostly a load of keys out of the like room, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
We saw barely any for Exodus, but I'm really hoping Mario goes for Shadow next. That's the thing he can do that Exodus can't, because Exodus has not picked up the bomb back off Pose because he doesn't need to right now. He's got plenty enough chews, because he came through all of them at him eventually.
Yeah, I feel like Shadow is more interesting, personally.
Mm-hmm.
As
They
an
do also
option.
have Dins and Magic in Way of the Hero locations, even though both are confirmed for other things.
Mm-hmm.
Or Mario should know the bow is confirmed the Way of the Hero River with that bottle Way of the Hero in Goron City.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Big Pose. Of all things, that's our logic. I do kind of like that we eventually found the logic.
Yeah.
But this is Miniette, which I think is a Furores back to GTG. At least it's fairly quick.
Yeah.
Even if it's going to get him a bunch of
Nothing.
nowhere.
Yeah. But Mario only has, what, 2-3 rooms left? With Big Goron Sword?
He did right side. He'll need to do the left side real quick and take a quick look at the maze. Yeah. Not too long. While he does that, I also need to step away.
Sounds good. So yeah, this trip to GTG will probably put Mario and Exodus dead even, I would say. Which is exciting. Oh, no nuts for Exodus. Oh yeah, that's true, Drew. Mario still has an additional minute on the timer here. And yes, like Drew is saying, there are 2 pots that give you 5 nuts each. Right after Big Octo. Oh, sorry. And welcome in SpeedGaming 4 and Raiders. We have got a Semifinals Game 1 of the Ocarina of Time Randomizer SGL 2022 tourney. Yes, welcome to this.
I'm back! Welcome in, Raiders. We have a mess.
I mean, it's not a huge mess anymore. We have our answers.
Mostly.
Yeah. Alright, Exodus using Rudo, the ultimate weapon. Yeah, we had a Way of the Hero bottle, meaning that this bottle locks all the other bottles. And it was not for skulls. It was for Big Pose, a bomb bag.
I hinted bomb bag at that. It's good, it's fun to watch. The runners are probably not so thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
Mario finding out that there's gonna be a boatload of keys behind the block.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've barely seen any in this GTG. Yeah, I think even with Mario going GTG, he will still be out of here before Exodus gets back adult, so...
Mm-hmm.
Shadow versus Spirit, really, is the current split, I think, for the two, essentially.
Oh, Mario must not be sure what was on this ledge.
We couldn't tell either, to be fair.
And it was
And
a
I still
stick.
can't tell. Okay. Yeah, we couldn't tell either, to be fair, so...
Bonk.
Yeah, I still can't tell, Drew. It just disappears on Mario's screen. And chat confirms it's a stick. And there's Nocturne. Makes sense.
Yep.
So the big question, comes down to at the moment for big plays for these two. Oh, he might.
Yeah, hasn't done the
first,
torches here. Yeah, new checks time.
New checks, finally.
Yeah, I'm curious if Exodus does go Spirit, having that available, or if he goes Ice. Mario maybe also goes Ice.
I suspect. Oh, 10 Skulls versus. I was like, where is he going? But we'll see, because Ice is a play for them both. It's not a particularly exciting play. It's either Bolero or Sunsong and a handful of items.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a lot of items either. There's the 4 in Ice. And they can peak Icy Waters, I guess, for what little that's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
so.
Go.
But I mean, you know where irons are in the vanilla game.
Yeah, they could be there. Also,
Prelude.
Where is Mario going? Now I'm confused.
What's available in Child? Child Spirit.
Oh yeah, because he did peek a big chest on this right-handed Child Spirit.
That's right, Drew.
And he might have just finally remembered, oh yeah, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we know he's going to get Strength 2 locked out of there, and I don't know when he gets his Strength 2 off the Field Scrub.
Mm-hmm.
It is good thinking on his part, though, to remember that chest from so long ago.
Exodus, losing some time here, did not pick up either of the nut jars.
In Jabu, yeah. So he's doing Jabu the slow way. Or Barony the slow way. Which includes hitting all the berry one by one with
intended
a
strats.
Yep.
Still doing it faster than me.
And me. Alright, so Mario's gonna be disappointed and eye-rolled at the bomb choose and nothing else here.
How did he not lose his shield?
I have no idea. And that's Baronade down for Exodus.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not tied up on required rewards. We are irons or gold skill, probably, from Go Mode. And
probably.
Mario has hovers, Exodus has strength 2, and we have... Good question on where those... And, who knows where they are, really. Exodus is going to be disappointed by fire arrows here.
Mm-hmm.
And Mario's going to be very disappointed by the cheat back. Exodus is probably rolling his eyes at probably the hero.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Oh, Child Lake for Mario, okay.
We do not yet know about Central Pillar.
Nope, no idea. We have gotten exactly 0 hints for Water Temple.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot get into water, correct? That's our go mode right now. Unless it's the 1 in 10 chance that the boss key is on River Chest, in which case, oh no, we need a hammer, because Burning Cack is Song of Time behind Fire, Spirit, and Shadow, and that would be a really mean oops AD.
I hate it. Especially knowing they didn't actually need to do Deku.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense.
It does, it makes total sense, but...
It made sense, and it gave us some very interesting talking points for a good while with that 5-pack of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's, that is something.
I guess one of the questions I have when you begin your boss key search, I mean, I think you start with normal pathing, especially if you have gold scale. You don't have, like, any options how you are going to route that.
Mm-hmm.
But once you have your keys, I might rush. Once you have your 2 keys, I might rush River Chest to find out.
Oh, Exodus backtracking for the Goron pot. He didn't do this earlier with shoes, and Mario's heading for field. He will find strength too. So Mario now has both Shadow and Spirit open. Exodus still does not have a bomb bag for his hover boots. Tobias, we're talking Oops AD because it might end up being Oops AD for the boss key on River Chest behind Song of Time and Burning Cack. You know, if we could ever find our Water Temple access.
Mm-hmm. So Mario finding strength 2 here, I think, is definitely going to push him towards Spirit, knowing that there is that big chest there.
Mm-hmm.
Doing Shadow kind of blind, I think, is less appealing in that case. And this is a very nice little pause for Exodus's Link.
Mm-hmm.
Chilling there.
So Exodus is going to be first of Adult Spirit, playing Prelude here while Mr. Mario finishes up the South Field Grottos.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're still pretty close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder if Exodus actually gets Bomb Bag. I think you do, right? 17 shoes?
I mean, the bigger thing's bowling has to be on his mind somewhere, I'd hope.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we know, he does not know this, but we know it has hover boots, and Shadow is a big area with a lot of items in it that very well could be what we need.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think this is an ice play.
Okay.
Playing Minuet instead of just save warping is... Oh, wait, where's his furrows?
GTG.
We're going back? Okay.
He's gonna find primarily keys there, we know that, but there might be like one item.
Yeah, I think there's like one, maybe. I'm pretty sure it's 3 keys.
Yeah. There's not much. Because we saw maybe 4 keys total across the rest of GTG. It was not a large quantity. Oh, and actually, yeah, according to Mario's timer, he was ahead on pulling the Master Sword. I forgot about the minute difference between these two. Because it hasn't mattered in quite a while.
There's one key.
Oh, Minuet for him too.
Oh!
And oh!
Oh no!
That's a mirror shield.
That's a mirror shield.
That's something, and that's another big chest.
And Mario...
Gold scale!
Oh, let's go! Alright, and Mario will not be far behind. Has furrows in the exact same place.
We're close here, guys, considering the minute difference between them.
Yep. With that difference, I think that means Mario will technically be a little bit ahead in water. It just comes down
barely,
to if those hovers end up being required for boss key. That is huge advantage, Mario.
Because we still don't know. There's now a 2 in 10 chance they cannot complete water. Either River Chest or Central Pillar would suck for both of them. So, we've got a really close race here.
Yeah. Super close. Alright, Exodus entering at 1:53:04. And honestly, one of the things, these runners, both so skilled, the hovers won't make that much of a difference, but they do make a difference.
Yeah,
It will
and
save Mario some time.
And Exodus is making the smart choice here. Setting for roars and water, this lets you get back to Morpho without having to raise the water level all the way back up if it turns out, depending on where that boss key location is, it can be a real pain to do.
Yep.
Alright, so time to count water temple keys, because water temple key logic is going to be important to tell us what the odds are of having a key on certain place on that river or dark link or central pillar are going to be.
Yep. And Mario about 20 seconds ahead entering water. Also setting for Roar's Wind here.
Yep, apologies for the noise. I think there's a helicopter going overhead. No idea why. Seems to be passing now. Good.
Small key and cracked wall.
It's funny how they eventually convert here in Water Temple after quite a bit of divergence.
I know.
They're given in so many other. They've been diverging so much since the early game. It's funny how they finally converge here.
Yep.
Nothing on the map chest. That is item number 1. There are 4 items, 6 small keys, and 1 boss key in Water Temple. Okay, helicopter's still around. Huh. Yes, 4 items, 6 small keys, 1 boss key in water. Boss key chest is 5 key locked, Dark Link and River chest are 5 key locked. Everything else is locked behind whatever it is you need to physically get there, basically.
Exodus, a pro, showing off this jump without hovers.
Yeah.
Because that key could have been a big difference, potentially, but...
If you'd missed the jump, yeah.
Yep.
Aiming slightly off there. There we go. Very nice for Mario. But yeah, between Darklink River and Boss Key Chest, there can only be 1 small key total, because there are 6 small keys and 5 key doors, and they are those 3 are all 5 key locked. And also, that's 2 items already on the first 3 chests. That's
Monka S.
That's a very good chance, because that's a
bad.
boss key on River.
Yep.
And I think they both know it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's terrible. That sucks.
It's really not good.
Mario can also save some time here and peek this chest. Oh,
another small key. Okay, that's key 2, but...
Exit's not going after that.
Because, yeah, Darklink River chest, boss key chest, all being 5 key locked, can have at most 1 small key. So it could be 1 small key, 1 boss key, 1 item. It could be 2 items in the small key. It could be 2 items in the boss key. But having seen 2 items already, it's not great for the odds of that boss key being over there someplace.
Yeah.
As they get a 3rd key on Compass.
Right.
Compass makes sense for a 3rd key. This is also increasing the odds that Central Pillar is a small key, at least. So that's some comfort? Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, it's not... both options suck. Both options suck, and I'm honestly not sure what's worse, hammer or iron boots. They would both be items. Oh. And Mario actually just behind Exodus here.
Ahead.
Yeah, just behind Exodus on stream and ahead in actuality.
Ahead on the timer.
Yeah.
And again...
Not using his hover boots either to get over here.
Yeah.
If Hammer is on Shoot the Sun, that would be hilarious.
If Hammer is on Shoot the Sun, I hate it.
And boss key test is a small key. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think Dragon and Central Pillar are confirmed keys. And then the
So Morpha,
I think
has to be
and Morpha Morpha has to be an item, and then Darklink River are the other item in boss key.
Yep. That's terrible.
I don't know. So 50% chance we need Song of Time off Burning Cack. Uh-oh.
Oh, Mario missing that jump. But you can dive down here. The backup strats.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna say, oh no, it could still be boss key over here and the small key on Morpha. To be fair, I've been miscounting. So not confirmed yet. Let's see Dragon before I completely and totally goof water key logic. Because I think I made that conclusion a bit early. But yeah, boss key, small key on boss key chest is bad.
I can't believe. I mean, I can absolutely believe how close these two are. I don't know if Mario's getting this dive.
Just barely. Apparently.
Just barely.
It's a tight one. We'll see if Lexus gets it. And that's the small key.
It is a small key.
Very good chance Central Pillar is a key at this point.
Yep.
Central Pillar is either a key with boss key and Darken. Very nice. Either Central Pillar is a key for boss key on Darklink River, or it's the boss key with the key on Morpha for Darklink River.
Thanks. I hate it.
So Darklink here is gonna tell us something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think either of them like the scene at this point. This is not looking great.
Yep. Nope.
They both really want the boss key here on Darklink. Otherwise, it's a 50-50 for Darklink and Darklink River Central Pillar, and they have neither a hammer nor an iron boots.
Yeah.
And they actually want Central Pillar to find irons instead of having to wrangle instead of having to go wrangle Fire Spirit and Shadow, because that would very, very long trip. But Darklink has to be an item or boss key. That cannot be a small key. It's either item or boss key, and if it they're either going to be very happy or very mad very soon.
Yep. Mr. Mario showing off why it's important to know where your drops are, because he was out of magic, basically, and could not reset Furor's Wind in this room. Which at this point, you've got the water level up, and you want your Furor's Wind here to get back quickly.
Alright.
Oh, come on.
Moment of truth.
End this.
No!
No!
Wow.
Okay,
oh dear. We've got a very terrible 50-50.
Yeah, and I was pretty sure Mario was gonna be playing Requiem out of here. Makes total sense knowing that there is at least one big chest and having the mirror shield now. If you don't find anything in Spirit, I think you're definitely beating it.
Yeah, if you beat Spirit, I mean, you know it's a 50-50 song. Oh my goodness, this is...
Yeah, the worst part is, Shannick, even if we find irons, it may not matter. It just gives us a little more hope.
Yeah.
I just keep going back for that Dins and Magic way of the heroes.
Yeah, and remember that bomb egg for Exodus.
Exodus going ice?
He's going ice over...
Ballsy.
Interesting. He's going ice over Spirit, which is interesting considering Spirit is 1/3 of your way to Burning Cack.
There is a small key, which we knew had to be in here. Yeah, the, bring on the vanilla irons.
Yep.
Yeah, so a lot was happening at the 2-hour mark, so a little belated,
Okay.
but happy 2 hours.
Happy 2 hours, everyone. What's remaining? The 3 dungeons for Burning Cack, basically. And Ice Cavern is what's remaining. And yeah, I mean, if we ever find Strength 3, OGC exists. I mean, we've seen most of the overworld at this point. It is primarily the 3 dungeons for Burning Cack and Ice Cavern for checks.
Yep. And you know what? Mr. Mario and Exodus are just gonna keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
We'll find out more as they continue.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, Vic Chest?
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah.
That is
Gross.
a very veiny paperweight.
Boo.
Yeah, Mario does seem to have gotten his groove back, though. Very good execution in Swatter, which is good, because he's been having a little bit of trouble today.
Yeah, this seed has been something.
It's been comedic for us. I think the runners are getting pretty mad at it at this point.
Yeah. Oh, big chest? Big chest?
Nope! That's a very bottle-locked bottle. Thanks!
Oh, I hate it. Hey, a bottle. Disgusting. Yes, strength 2 was bomb locked, which is bottle locked. Oh, boss key.
Alright.
That's not the boss key we wanted, but it's a boss key.
Yeah, the bottle on Spirit there is bottle locked because Strength 2 was on the field scrub, and that's bomb locked for the whole everything else. Hammer also needs to be bomb locked, though that doesn't tell us much of anything now, right now anyway, though. I think almost everything left in the game's bomb locked at this point, one way or another, so...
Yeah.
Not helpful.
Nope. It's kind of like when the game gave us the bottom of the well wave, the hero hint. Not helpful.
Nope. Yeah, Spirit Key logic really isn't much of a concern. They've got everything for it, and are technically Dinsel's in the way of the hero location, but fires are accessible, and... There's a hammer! Oh, great!
No!
Well, that makes sense. That actually makes sense to find a hammer there.
I'm so mad.
Another big chest is a very bomb-like bomb bag.
I hate this game. You know what I was gonna do today, chat? I was gonna watch other people play this game and not be talking at all of you for hours. I was gonna put up some fall decorations. Be like, hey, we need comms. I'm like, it's fine. It'll be fine. And here I am, again, for a burning cack seed.
Yep. Yeah, at this point you have to chase Burning Cack and hope you find irons on the way for Mario. We find the Strength 3!
Oh no.
Yay.
Which is Strength 2 locked.
Yes!
Everything's awful. This is just...
The Spirit Temple is fantastic.
Oh, Spirit, why are you like this? Oh no, I'm having a good time, Maraba. But it's fun to complain when the seed does bad things.
Oh my goodness, I'm enjoying this. This is great to watch, even though I'm pretty sure the runners are getting crankier by the minute about this match.
Yeah, like, these runners are just came out here to have a good time, and where's my boss key?
Where's my boss key, and why am I doing AD for it?
Yep.
Alright, that's not it. I do, by the way, quite like Mario's current colors going. Rather,
yeah, they make me think of watermelon.
They do, actually. I like the pink and green is making me think more flowers, but I quite like the combination.
Oh, irons, please.
Nope. We're just gonna get every single bait big chest, aren't we?
Yeah, just in case you didn't know, that Kokiri sword is useless.
They did Deku a long time ago.
Yep. It's not required logically for anything. And the one place that it might have been useful, Jabu, they've already done.
Yep. Ice Cavern is a bust for Exodus, unless it's Sunsong, which...
I mean, Sunsong might give us irons.
It isn't.
Oh.
So, Ice was a bust, and Sunsong is on the Ocarina of Time, which is, well, not bad.
It's definitely not our irons.
Guaranteed. Oops, bonk for Mario, and Exodus is off the spirit.
Alright, yep. So, Exodus, unfortunately giving away a lot of time that he doesn't have.
Yeah.
Because Exodus still does not have a bomb bag. And he does not have those hovers. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get one.
But it's not helpful, at least. I was hoping we'd see Shadow for Spirit for Mario, but it turns out it works out. The better question is Shadow or Fire next?
I think Mario's gonna go Shadow, and Exodus is gonna go Fire, not having those hovers.
I think so, and between the two, we'll get more of an answer.
Yeah. Fire also gives us some answers, and Exodus may be a hint, because if Fire is hovers locked,
he might be out of there looking for it.
Yeah.
Although he might
there's
also
like
just...
3.
Although I mean, maybe he might still complete looking for irons anyway, because even if it's hovers locked, it doesn't match a whole lot for irons. But yeah, what a seed so far. Jeez,
that's so terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure. Mario doesn't have Bolero, but their save spawn is so close to Fire. I'm not sure where he goes. I just think Shadow is more compelling because I don't like Fire.
Yeah. It's also the better play in terms of just items. We have no indication for either at this point, keep in mind. Our Wave of Heroes have been fully resolved. Hero Castle's for the Boomerang, SFM is for Storms, for Wave the Hero Well for a long shot and magic. Goron City was for the bottle. Gee, thanks, big pose. And then River was Wave the Hero for Bow, maybe for Dins, but Bow is confirmed with, pose again. So it doesn't really matter whether or not Dins is Wave the Hero. And this seed, I think, is confirmed trash.
The seed is something.
Yeah, Exodus is gonna start on the bait train here in spirit.
Do we have all of our foolishes?
We do not. We are still missing one.
Yeah, which in theory could be a dungeon
at this point. Yeah, there's Irons on Twin Robot. Okay.
Alright, so that's go mode for Mario regardless. It's just how much of a go mode do we need?
Yes, he will be able to get a boss key, it's just a matter of how long it takes him to get one.
Are we here for a half hour or like 5 more minutes?
Are we here for 45 minutes or 15, I think is closer to the thing. You absolutely check Central Pillar here. I would be very, very confused if Mario did anything but.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But really, game, really, you had to hike up Spirit for that strip. You had to hike up all of Spirit for trying to run for that. Seed's not being kind right now.
No.
And we're going to get an answer one way or the other. Mario does still have to go spend a couple minutes lowering the water level, going to the pillar, raising the water level there, then going for the chest and seeing what it is. And we'll know eventually. We'll know in a couple of minutes. Is this AD?
I hate it so much.
And either way, Exodus is solidly behind at this point, despite everything in this seed. Unfortunately, Ice was not the play today.
Yeah,
Would have
choosing
been
to
really
go...
close, I think, without Ice Cavern. Exodus might have been slightly ahead, maybe, without Ice, but unfortunately, Ice was not the place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, oh, yeah, well, I'll wait to comment further until we see what the central pillar is.
Mario already having those fire arrows equipped still. Okay, everyone. There's a peak that I assume Mario will be doing. And we will know very quickly.
We'll find out what is in here.
Oh. What are you praying for, Drew? Are you praying for AD or for Boss Key?
There's Exodus's hammer. Yep, Fireman Twin River hard required no matter what.
Yep. Oh, I'm so mad at this seed. Alright.
Alright, peak
Please
time.
be Boss Key. Boss Key. Oh, yep.
I can't tell.
Yep. Yep. It's it.
Yeah, it's a Bosky?
It was a big chest, and it can't be an item, right?
No, it has to be small key or Bosky here.
Yeah. Yep. Then it's our Boss Key.
Alright, huzzah!
Oh, bless. We have been saved. The seed was merciful in exactly one way. Yeah, that is definitely going to... Mario has way too big of an advantage for Exodus to get through the rest of... I mean, Tragedy could still try strike. We hope not, but... Exodus is probably going to be fighting Morpha when Mario finishes. Bonk. Yeah, the seed was like, I am gonna scare you in every way possible.
Right?
Yeah, that scarecrow is pointless. Like, you have to get up there to spawn it anyway. Yeah, so even though Mr. Mario was kind of... It seems like he was behind, not having a strength, or... What was the other item?
Explosive problems early.
Yeah.
And then shenanigans with explosives and they all big Poe bottles.
Yeah. It all kind of came down to just where do you go next? Because Exodus could have easily been like equal time-wise had he gone into Spirit here, but just the order of ways they got the rest of their items and not having that letter to do Jabu immediately after Forest and DC just kind of tripped him up.
Yeah. And just a lot of back and forth, really, in this seed. It's been interesting to see.
Yep. Alright, that is Morpha down for Mario, just as Exodus is melting the face. But this is game 1 of a best of 3 series, so Exodus is not out yet. They face again on Tuesday?
Yep, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Let's hope Twin Rova plays nicely for Exodus, but oh, there we go. Oh yeah, what the hell's versus Icola?
Yep,
Should be a
just
good
need
match.
to. Yeah, that's the other semi. Should be a very good one as well. Just need to get them to put it on the schedule, as I think we're still discussing that right now. Yeah, we're getting towards the tail end of the online tournament, and then we'll have the in-person event in a few weeks too, which will be good fun. It'll be from October 26th to 27th through 30th in Herndon, Virginia, just outside Washington, D.C. Registration is still open if people want to sign up and buy tickets and join in on the fun, because it's going to be pretty interesting. Nexus is getting a little trolled by Twin Rova.
Classic. So rude. There will probably be punch and pie. Probably.
Yeah.
But there will be a lot of video games.
That there will.
I can promise you that.
Guaranteed.
I always like... I wonder... Like when Ganondorf says, "You'll never find the light arrows that I hid in blah blah." Like, what was that like? Ganondorf just strolled into Kakariko one day and was like, "Hey, guy on the rooftop, wanna hold on to these for me?" Ganondorf done.
Off to Ganon, as Exodus has finished Spirit and is off to the water himself.
Yep. Yeah, those water level changes are really unfortunate. But...
Yeah. So I think he'll see the finish before he sees the boss key, but he'll know at that point that it had to be there, because there's no way Mario could have done both Shadow and Fire in that time.
Yeah.
If it had been if it had been River Chest, we would have been about a 3-hour seat, I think.
Yeah. Fortunately, it is not.
Nope. That's phase 1 down for Mario.
that is going to be GG's for Mr. Mario taking game 1.
GG's here to Mario, going to be finishing with an official race time.gg. Time here, once this cutscene ends, as it always takes quite a few seconds. And there we are, GG's 2:24:01. Well played. And what a seed.
Yeah, what a
Great.
seed. I'm very curious to hear their thoughts, so I hope one or both of them will be joining us.
Yep. Just need to wait for them to get the invites. Exodus has understandably called it quits as well here, and we'll be doing that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Losky and then quit.
Doing some underwater shield flicks.
Yeah, and that's it for him too. GG's.
GG's.
So we've got Mario joining us here in a second. I don't know about Exodus. Hey Mario, GG's.
Yo, GG's. Thanks.
So any thoughts you want to share with the class about that seed?
We don't talk about my early game routing there. It was really bad. But yeah, the seed was interesting. I was talking with Exodus in the race time chat. And I was like, well, I felt so far behind. I just metagamed not doing Shadow Temple, which in the end I guess worked out for me because it was useless. But I metagamed because I thought Exodus would go there, and in the end, Exodus just didn't get hover boots.
Yeah.
No, Exodus never did big pose for the bomb decks and never got hovers.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if you get the
Yeah.
20 pack in CAC and then the 10 pack in DC, there's just no reason to, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So speaking of early game routing, you routed yeah, the way you routed it so that you ended up having to save your whole trip through Lost Woods and only had 2 chews coming out of it.
Yep.
Because you had to keep Letter and Rudos and that. Exodus ended up save scumming all of his chews and did not, in fact, unfortunately, even see the Letter because he had no money for it, per race from
Yeah.
discussion.
Yeah, so like, after I went to gold, like,
so he had a bit better choose than he could. He didn't have to go save scum choose in the crater area, which he did for the bow on the ferry, and that whole shenanigans.
yeah, the
and
reason
then
I
just
didn't,
DC and CAC choose sorted him out for a while.
yeah, the reason I didn't, like go on with the bow and I saved scum to save that one chew is because, I figured, okay, I need the 1 chew for the bow and the 1 chew for going upriver to turn in the bottle to get my bomb bag, so I'm just gonna do that and rush it because I get the hint right after the bow that Zor's River's way the hero. I'm like, okay, yeah, there is no better time for me to rush Big Pose than right now with
Mm-hmm.
Way the Hero River. And of course, you just end up getting a bow in River. So I could have saved a chew there, but you never know. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was
It
funny.
worked out in the end.
Yeah. And then going up the entirety of River again was fun. Until I realized that there was a big Poe in my bottle.
Yeah.
We noticed, yes. We're like, Mario.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't turn in the big Poe right away because I was like, okay, it's Dampe time. I don't want to mess it up, so I just went straight child and went to Dampe and bottom of the well. But then I just wasn't thinking that that's my only bottle, and if I get Ring on the Hyrule Castle Ferry, I kind of have to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Bit of a brain fart there. I mean,
as soon as I put down the Master Sword after killing the big Poe, I was like, oh my god, this is such a mistake. I should have gotten the bomb bag so I could have done Bomb Chew bowling, but no. And then that was a funny first strength after like what, an hour or so just on market shooting gallery.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Exodus
yeah.
got that a little while before you did. So he did Forest earlier.
I would assume so. I mean, I think most people would get that earlier than I did.
Yeah, your time day just wasn't there for it. Sunsun being on OT did not help anything this seed.
No. Yeah, I think like in the end, I just did all the things that were required and nothing really more than that.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah, I
were
got to skip
close.
Shadow and Ice, which was good.
You guys were close towards the end. Like you guys were in. Like you end up going to water first time with gold. Like you guys end up picking up gold skill almost the same time and went water pretty much at the same time. But so despite all of your early divergences, you guys were very close at that time. And then he went ice and you went spirit after that, and that was that.
Did he have strength 2 at the point?
He had strength 2 before you did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not honestly sure why he did spirit ice, but he did, and that was the ultimate difference maker. Despite everything else, is that he. I think it would have been very close if he hadn't done that.
I think so, yeah. But it's rando, so you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yep. Don't see him in chat or in the Discord. So I assume he is likely not joining for interview, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, Ice had Bolero in it and nothing else remotely interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking of going Ice after Spirit, if not for that hammer and obviously the Iron Boots. Because I was just not gonna go Shadow whatsoever this seed, because I just figured Exodus would have it cleared already, and I just lose if Iron Boots are there. And I know that's a bad way of thinking of things, but it worked out today.
Yeah, we were definitely worried they were counting keys in water. It's like, oh dear. Of course it had to be the 50-50 between the two things you didn't have.
Yep.
Hammer and irons, and it's like, great, thanks. No, what a seat though. It's we spent ages trying to figure out what on earth that bomb bag logic was with the big hose and all the bottles and everything being where they were.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was the bow way the hero in river for the bomb bag, but then that Goron City way the hero just definitely solidified. Like as I was going to Goron City, I was like, all right, this can be a bottle because I don't have my first logical bottle, but I have to do this anyways just in case it's Iron Boots. But no, it's the bottle.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That bottle was pretty bad.
Logically required to like either use Dins to blow up the rocks or just go up the mountain and talk to Darunia. Fun stuff.
Fun times.
Always a fun time with Augmented Time Randomizer and Star Seeds.
Yeah, but what a seed indeed. GG's on that whole mess.
Yeah, thanks for the restream, guys.
Yeah, thanks for letting us restream you, and game 2 on Tuesday, everyone.
Yep.
Good luck
8
on that.
PM.
I don't really have any questions. This was just a doozy.
Well, yeah. I don't really have much else to say. I don't think chat has a whole lot else. This was quite a spectacular thing to watch.
Yeah, we got the chaos we have come to expect, and
random.
Glad it was entertaining. I was also entertained.
That's good,
Yeah.
as long as you had fun, right?
That's all that matters, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off, so thanks guys for the restream.
Yeah, thank you for joining us for an interview. Everyone, give our runners a follow. One more thank you, Mr. Mario and Exodus, letting us restream this race. And see. Yeah, Star, thanks for being on comms with me today. This was fun. Our trackers, Lady Draco and Mira, pushing all the buttons.
Thank you to Milk for yourself for being my co-com. Go check out the schedule and join the Discord if you want more information for more matches and to learn about the in-person tournament if you wish to join as well. As mentioned, coming up will be the Game 2 between these two at 8 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. We also have the other semifinals, What the Hells versus Ecola. It will be scheduled in the next couple of days, and we'll be getting their matches up as well. So, but that shall be it for us for now. Thank you for watching all. We will see you next time.
Bye!